everybody, welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jing Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm your foreign educated physical therapist guide to US application. I hope you guys are doing great. So I just want to make a quick video. Someone I saw on one of the groups on Facebook, someone posted um, asking for advice. Whether he or she will go through an agency or a direct hire. Okay, so I responded to this post. Okay, so one thing that you have to remember, guys, if you are going to sign up for an agency is like the middleman. Okay, so it's a middleman. So imagine, for example, you want to buy a TV, a humongous TV, like 72-inch TV or bigger. Okay. And do you think what will be a better price if you buy that TV directly from the factory, if they're doing that, for example, factory price, or if you buy it through Walmart? Okay, so Walmart is the third person, okay, the middleman. Okay, so of course Walmart wants to have money. So for example, the TV, the factory price of the TV, let's just say $500, and Walmart will sell it for $700. So they have $200 profit for that. That is no different with an agency. Okay, so with an agency, they are the middle person. They are staffing. Usually they call themselves staffing agency, okay, or staffing company. Okay, so they are like an agent, like every Hollywood actor or actress or Philippine actor or actress, they have an agent looking for the job for their actors or actresses. Okay, so that is an agency. They're looking for a job for you here in the US. Okay, but because they have they have you as a physical therapist on their pool, okay, a group of physical therapists that they can send to different facilities, okay, or different states, they charge a lot of money. Okay, so that's why it's not uncommon that you would hear some people under agency, man, I've been with this agency for X number of years, 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, and I'm still here in my country, like in the Philippines, and because they say it's hard for them to find me a job. Okay, as of right now, okay, it's been years that there is a great need for physical therapists here in the United States. You might hear it on the news. Baby boomers are on the rise, older people increasing in population each year. So the need for physical therapists, then on top of the pandemic, there is an increased need for physical therapists all over the United States. So it is not true that there is no job here for physical therapists. The problem with the middleman, with agency or staffing company, is that they charge a lot per hour for their for the physical therapists who are employed by them and will be sent to a building or a company, but they have to have they ask for a lot of money. Okay, so that's why it is very hard sometimes to find a job through an agency. Okay, because employers, of course, it's a business, they want to make money, but if they're going to hire someone under the agency, they have to pay more. Okay, so it's hard for agency to find employers who are willing to pay more for a physical therapist. So that is the case with the agency. I came here to the US through an agency. For 3 years, I honor my contract with them. Okay, I fulfill what's the number of hours written in the contract before I can exit the contract. But they did something like at the last month or two before my contract is finished, they tried to tell me that the company that I'm working for the past 3.5 years, who kept on renewing my contract each month because they don't want to let me go and I don't want to go anywhere else. I like working in that for that company. They told me that I don't if I don't sign another year, they have to send me to another facility because this company is going to hire somebody, another physical therapist that they can employ for another year. And they told me not to tell anybody, keep my mouth shut because this is like a secret, okay? But I asked the HR of the company that hired me through the agency, and they said, well, that is not true. We want you to stay here. We really love you for you to stay here. But we're not going to hire anybody until your contract is finished with us. Okay, so that's when I found out that they're tricking me into signing for another year. So because they have the huge amount of cut from my paycheck. Okay, so I don't get my entire paycheck, although there are, perks like they pay for my apartment. That's it. Okay, but they get a lot of money from me. Okay, so that's what the agency is for. They try to get you job. They are the middleman. They get a lot of percentage of your pay per hour, ultimately the entire pay as well. Okay, so for direct hire, that is not the case. So for example, I have a company. Let's say I have an ABC company. Okay, I own, for example, an outpatient facility here in the US. Okay, and I will hire you directly from the Philippines to work for me. Okay, I am not an agency. I am the owner of the company. I will not get cut from your paycheck. I will pay you whatever the law requires me to pay you, the prevailing wage for physical therapists here in the US in that specific state that I have my company on. Okay, so that means that if you can find a direct hire, for sure, 200% sure, go for direct hire. It's a lot better as long as they will treat you well, they will treat you right, they will pay you according to what the law requires, prevailing wage. Okay, each state has different prevailing wage. There's a national prevailing wage, there is per state prevailing wage, and that is you can google that out, prevailing wage for physical therapists in this specific state. Way back then I had no idea. I was paid so low way back then. It's not even near the prevailing wage way back then because there's no information that I can compare their offer to me compared to the prevailing wage. Google was not, the information was not out there. Right now it's there, so you have leverage. Oh, I saw that, and I researched on this, and the prevailing wage in the state where you're in is this amount. How come you're offering me a lower amount? Okay, so you have to ask those kind of questions. Okay, so for sure, guys, if you have a choice whether to go for agency or direct hire, it's a lot better to go through direct hire because again, you will not have a pay cut because of a middleman. Okay, and so basically my advice is go for a direct hire. That's it. If you can avoid agency, especially if they say free, free NPTE review, free to take the NPTE, will pay for your credentialing. You are bound by them. If you sign the contract and they paid money on your behalf, basically you are tied to that agency. Okay, they will not spend money without anything in return. Okay, because everything is business. Unfortunately, everything is business. Okay, so you have to be smart about it. Okay, so if you watching right now have any experience with agency or with direct hire, let me know, share your experience so we can also share it with other foreign educated physical therapists right now looking for employer here in the US. If you have any advice, share it also here on the comment section below. If you have any questions, clarifications, or any suggested video you want me to make in relation to applying to the US as a physical therapist, let me know and I will do my best to make them and answer your questions, guys. Okay, I wish you all the best as always. Until the next video, stay blessed.